Coat on the front, under the box of the coat.
Start soon, guys. Few minutes. Paar Minuten geht's los.
You guys already got 10? Wow, you guys are good. I'm not getting followers yet. Who's here?
Okay. So I have the number and I will check the chat the whole time, the questions after the hand the smartphone. And then we do it mostly in English. Sometimes maybe in German. Hi guys. Start within 1 minute.
Yeah, so they're on YouTube. If you follow them on YouTube, Matrix Jiu-Jitsu. Check out this geek.
Hi, perfect. We can see each other. It's professional.
Especially just the iPad. Got no questions so far. I got three viewers.
Good.
So this one's going off of here.
Yes.
Oh, nice. You got the professional lens and everything.
Yes. He has the €200 lens and 1,300 euro smartphone. Simply, but the microphone is still sucks, so we need to add a microphone.
I don't know. Can you guys hear me over there? Can I get a message on the iPad? You guys good?
Hey guys, let us know if you can't hear us.
We need to do some troubleshooting.
If you have to talk louder or whatever. So, okay, we have already questions. Perfect.
Oh, nice.
Christian is there. Hi, Christian again. Christian is every day there and has everyday questions. That's great.
Oh, I have a Christian here also watching. My student from Korea, Christian.
So we have first question. I got one other one on WhatsApp.
On WhatsApp
On
question.
WhatsApp, so multi-channel.
Social distancing through social media.
Okay, you get on Facebook and YouTube. Perfect.
Facebook, YouTube, and WhatsApp.
Everything. Great. Yeah. So one question was judo takedowns. Judo takedowns which are hard to counter with BJJ.
Hard to count. Well,
That's one was the first question we should start with. And then the next one is Ezekiel jokes.
ooh, I love Ezekiel.
Do you love Ezekiel jokes?
That's my favorite.
Then you have to show.
All right.
So, but first, let's say hello. Hi guys, today we are here with Kuya. Instead of Andreas, I changed. They're very happy to have you here again, like every time. Yeah.
And here, hey guys, here at Matrix Jiu-Jitsu, where they love to train in the gi.
For sure we love to train the gi. No, we can make a lot of work with the gi, definitely. But yeah, everybody knows we do mainly no gi, so I'm more happy that I have Kuya here, who loves the gi and shows his favorite gi stuff.
Cool. Okay, so judo.
Judo throws. Can we start with Ezekiel and then we do judo throws? Let me get a little bit warm first. I'm not getting young yet. Okay. So Ezekiel jokes are one of your favorites.
Yeah, because I love to be on top, take mount, and then that's usually the first joke I go for. I just told you guys a big secret.
Okay.
Can your camera see it? Yes, that's okay. We'll do this. We'll put your camera up here so we can also view it.
So come on.
Yeah, full mount. Probably one of my favorite places to take it. So usually I always have this here checked, right? So I'll have, I like to call it my shoulder of justice. I'll hold this here and I'll use my shoulder of justice to turn this head this way first, towards where I'm gonna choke. Okay. Then when I go in, you guys ever watch airplane hangars? The naval ships, they have these hooks, right? And then they fly into the ship and then they catch the hook and that's how they land on the boat, right? So I'm gonna do the same thing here. I'm gonna come in, coming in. I get here, and what I'm gonna do is also, once I have this pressure here and I'm starting to go for this, I move their head to the other side using my head. So I'll do this to open up this side here. And once I do that, come in, I fly. I don't do, some people will grab first. Some people will grab first and they come here. That's a little bit too predictable. So I turn here so they can't see it, and then when it comes in, I try. As soon as I get here, I try to slide it over the neck, okay? So that this part of my gi is choking one side of the carotid artery. I'm gonna fold my arm over to the other side. So this triangle here is what I'm gonna use to choke, okay? Keeping the Adam's apple in here. Again, here, in, turn the head, here, and I'll drive my whole arm over this way. Then I'll come across to the other side here, and I'll keep this elbow, the non-choking one, on the mat, and I'll start to lift the other one up. Get that choke. It goes pretty fast. So, fly in, catch, close, keeping this one on the ground. You smell good. It's not something normal in jiu-jitsu.
It's, you know, it's kind of new. Okay.
What up, Chris?
Good. Personally, that's the thing. I show you one Ezekiel jokes is. Do you do this from full mount? Is that the first thing you do in the full mount? The Ezekiel joke searching for?
Well, usually like as soon as I land in full mount, I'm trying to settle. So when I settle, to make it hard for my opponent to buck me off, I'll have my shoulder of justice facing this way, and I'll put all my weight on this side. Okay? That way, it makes it harder for him to bridge that way because my weight's on this side, and I'm using this to keep his face turned this way. And bridging this way, I can't have my post here. And then, yeah, because I have this here, I usually start moving back in. And yeah, that's what I normally go for.
The simple reason why I'm using it not that often is because I favor another one. But maybe you have a good solution for when should I do which one? Because mainly when I do it,
Maybe we're too low.
yeah, definitely too low. From what I like to do, as soon as I'm here, I can do for sure the Ezekiel joke, but instead of, I like to go around, coming here and then going to simply cross from there. So this is my favorite one. So have you something, you make a decision between, okay, when should I do the going for the cross collar here, or going for the Ezekiel?
I just feel like if you come here, especially if they're heavy here and they're planning to do the Upa escape already, so they're trapping this here. Because a lot of people think that, for Upa escape they have to control this arm. But if it's already under my head here, for Upa for me, I just keep it there. Sometimes I'll even use this hand, opposite hand here, and grab the gi on this side so they can't remove it, and then I'll go Upa escape. Yeah, so if they're being hard-headed about letting me move this across to the other side here, I think I'm just gonna go for the gi.
Yeah.
And it's just preference, really. Because when I do cross collar chokes, I don't start here. I just go ahead and here. So if
You go directly.
yeah, I go directly.
I love the way you stay here first to control, being super tight, and go around, staying super deep the whole time with the leg out of the throat. And then maybe I'm waiting sometimes for the Yupa. I'm waiting because this side is blocked, so maybe you try to go the other way. Then I walk back and I go tight over the face with the gear. And then here, get some traffic and go forward and get that. So this is one I love always to do there. And because of this, that's the only reason I'm not doing Ezekiel's, because I'm favoring this that much. So I didn't find actually the thing. Okay, that's the moment I do Ezekiel's, and that's the moment I do my cross collar
Yes,
here.
anything goes.
So,
That's in gi.
but whatever. Personal preferences.
Yeah, it's personal preference. Like if I'm already, when I'm settling and I get there, it's the first thing go. But if they defeat that and then I posture up, then I usually go for cross collar.
Ezekiel felt very terrible. You got directly the Adam's apple, and you have maybe 90% of reserves left to tap.
Because a lot of people will come here and then choke the throat, but I come all the way across. So this is blocking the carotid artery, and then this side is blocking the other carotid artery, and then close. So this triangle here is where I'm trying to get the choke.
So, I have to take the jet.
We've got 12 people. What up, Dan? Demo.
We have
Nate.
11 people here.
What up, Nate?
So, Oh, next question. Question from Christian. How do you approach open guard grip fighting top and bottom? Differences to nogi? For sure different because we have different grips and much more annoying in my opinion. So the question: how do you approach open guard grip fighting top and bottom? Difference to nogi?
Okay. Well,
What do you do?
for both gi and no gi, I don't like to fight if I'm playing guard. I don't like to fight here because I don't have anything yet. I mean, unless I learn to, become a monkey and start gripping here, then I don't like being here. So when I'm playing open for, I'm gonna sit up. I'm not gonna fall to my back until I have something. Until I have here, and I never overreach, because then this is flying arm bars, flying triangles. So I'm always looking for whatever's closest low hanging fruit that's closest to me before I can start falling back and getting into something. So that's how I approach if I'm playing guard ever. On top, if they do this, if they're already here, then it's automatic, leg drag and using my speed, because he's not gripping me, there's nothing controlling me, I can move
Far away.
Yeah, too far away. So if he's
Same
sitting
thing.
up,
You start always.
yeah. And then here I approach, I always look, control, if I can, sleeves. Because this actually stops him from sitting back. Okay? And this also stops his legs from, it's harder for him to pick his legs up if I'm pulling him forward like this. So that's all I'm looking for. And if he's reaching, if he gets a hold of it, I'll allow it so I can come up and allow this. And go into the flying stuff. But I've gotten too heavy and I don't want to crush people anymore.
Nogi, I think it's simply so much more simple. But you have to be constant with it. Typical thing on our bottom, and because we don't have that much grips, so the only grips I'm searching for maybe is grip behind the knee, or double wrist turn or 2-1. I don't have much more, so not from here. And that's the only thing I search for. But what I don't want, that's a big mistake I see always. People, for example, they want to try to get chin on chin the whole time, but the hands are on the way and they're ignoring the hands. What happens when I'm harassing all the legs with ignoring the hands? With no no. And then I go in and maybe he used the hands to pass me on some ways in here, because I don't control the hands. And this happens, exactly. This happens on mirrors, for example. Mirrors with Gaudio. This was the mistake. Mirrors was chasing his legs too hard and ignoring the arms. So what this means is, depending what's getting into my way to engage him, I'm attacking. So if I can get the legs first because his hands are away, I take it. But if the hands are coming down like this, I take always first the hand and maybe stress him like I showed it yesterday. Now he steps forward. Now he pulls maybe back. He gets posture back. That's the moment I'm attacking now the legs. Now I'm free of the legs here, can fall, chin and chin, whatever. The whole follow-ups. So attack that, what's in front of you. Don't ignore the first thing what's in front of you. This is my advice in the open guard.
Okay. When you taught us the Jitsu choke back in Langley, still such a mess.
Oh, yeah. My favorites.
One moment. So, what happened? Hope you answered the question. Let us know if not. Oh, okay.
Next to the camera. What up, AJ?
One more. Do you have a question of you guys?
No, they just can't. Wait, here we go.
I have
What
one
is
more from
y'all's
Christian.
Bow and arrow defense. Okay, so bow and arrow. That's my favorite choke. I don't know if I want to show you guys my defense. Wait, no, I'm just kidding. All right, that's it. So, anytime you're getting charged here, right? All right, I can forget. So, we're here. We'll turn this way. A lot of people will just try to fight it hard and turn this way, and you're either gonna pass out first, or his grip's gonna break. So it depends on what you want to do. So the way to go is towards the choke, but because he has, let's go this way. Let's go. But because he has my pant leg here, right? I can't. It's hard for me to escape the choke this way. So I need to defeat this grip before I can go. Right? So what I'm going to do, if I can't reach it, because he's pulling back, I'm going to use my free foot. I'm going to kick that off. And as soon as that hand releases, I can start turning towards the choke and relieving the choke here and coming out. Okay, so again, first things first, if he has this here, I need to go 2 to 1. If he doesn't have the shoulder already, 2 to 1 here to relieve some of the pressure. Okay? In the meantime, I'm holding onto this so it can't go up higher and start choking me. I have to defeat this grip. So I like to use my feet. I get here, kick it free, and then immediately start turning towards the choke. Okay, to relieve the pressure. And come up.
That's how I like to escape the bow and arrow choke. And now all my guys are gonna escape my bow and arrow choke.
Did I answer your question?
Okay, one more from Christian.
All right,
Well-
Christian and Christian. That was Christian over here. Asked that question.
When going for a cross-collar choke, I don't know why, but always the chat is going away. I have to put it on the whole time. One more is when going for a cross-collar choke from mount and they hip bump, do you let go the balance or finish from bottom? I can answer this. For me, I hold the balance. I give up the choke, hold the balance, and get the choke, the grips back. I don't give up the top position for the submission. I don't know how you do it.
Yeah, because it's different. The cross-collar choke from the top has a different kind of pressure. If it gets reversed, you have to kind of change it a little bit. Especially with being on top, it doesn't have to be as tight to finish because you have that pressure. And then when the position is reversed, you don't have that pressure, so it's a little bit looser. And then you have to readjust to make it tight again. So as much as possible, when I get a cross-collar choke from the top, I will maintain the top position.
Same. So as soon as I feel I get imbalanced, I let at least one hand go and resetting the position first. Mostly I do myself. If I'm getting in trouble here, especially setting it up, I'm not super tight choke. Always I'm here and I feel he's going crazy now. Maybe I will go and make myself flat and then throwing my arms out the whole long way to get a super deep good base. So very important to have a deep wide base in any direction that you cannot turn here and whatever. So I give up the choke and then okay, now he gets more tired and more tired. I go back, do the same stuff again, whatever, and adjusting.
When I like to finish the cross-collar choke, I will use. I don't have to be as deep as I would if I were, playing guard. So I'm here, and then if you try to bridge this way, I would come here, and this is where I usually get it. I would grab the scruff, whatever. But here, this is where I like to use.
He's so much softer than mine. It feels so much more comfortable in my face. Thank you.
So I'm here, right? I'm using I got a nice belly, so I use my belly to help stretch my arms here. So I'm using my belly to push in this triangle here to help here. So when I'm here, and I get this, I'll actually stick my belly up and then I'll fall into it here. And then I'll place my head here on this side. So it makes it harder for him to bridge this way. And if he does, I'm using these to stop him from moving. And then this here, and then usually when I come into it, I can get that choke. So I'm kind of, again, using my belly, kind of rocking into the choke. And that makes it really hard for them to kick out either way. If they get it, good for them. They earned it. What up, Nate?
So, I have more new ones. One moment. Next question. Is there a good translation for the 7 choke techniques?
What?
What the fuck?
Five-finger death punch? Wait, what's he asking?
So, is there a good translation for the 7 choke techniques?
7 choke?
What are the 7 choke techniques? So,
Do you guys know?
I've been watching a lot of YouTube stuff and Instagram stuff, but we both don't know what the 7.
The omoplata series where the person rolls.
7 choke techniques. Don't know.
I've had different omoplata
Give us an
series.
example what the
Which-
7 choke
Which one?
choke techniques are.
Which omoplata series are you talking about?
Have a question?
Yeah, it wants me to do the omoplata series where the
We
person
do
goes.
another first, and then we go to the next one here. Okay.
Alright, so
Your turn. Which one was the question?
the omoplata series, I'm trying to
Omoplata series.
What are you prefer groups to control movement once the guard to hinder your partner?
Which position?
to
Top or
regard,
bottom?
And you trap the far arm. Oh! Okay. So, let's go.
This is the good one.
This is the good one? Alright, yeah, this is my good one too. So if I get here, right, and then they roll. So they roll. And then, yeah, he sits up. If you're already like, well, no, but I have to trap. That's not right. Get this. Can we go this way?
So,
If they roll, sometimes what I'll do is I'll hold on and then I'll re-roll. And then here is where I catch the far side arm. Rolled up the camera. I don't know if you guys saw that. You want us to do that again? We'll start over here.
we have to speak
A
louder.
little bit farther. Okay, can you guys hear me? For sure. Alright, so when I get the omoplata here and he rolls, I'm going to continue to hold on to this. I'm going to follow him here and then from here, I'm going to catch this arm. Yeah. So from here to finish out the omoplata, all I do is kind of shift my hips out. I'll pull the shit this way. Okay. And another thing I like to do sometimes, this arm here that I have hooked, is sometimes they'll try to dead arm it and loose to try to get it free. Like they'll like noodle to try to do this and whip it out. Like they're trying to free your arm. Yeah, they'll try to do that. I'm looking for that bend. So when it does that bend, it comes behind the arm here. I'll maintain control here also. Okay, you guys see that? And then from here, I'll push up and get that choke. Okay? But once I have this one here, what I can also do is I like to take control of this one and move back into it. Let's bring this way. I'll take the leg that's omoplata. I'm gonna take the leg that's not omoplata, move closer, and just come around the back. And I'll trap this far side arm that's over here, and I'll come back here. And here, this arm is trapped, so I'll start choking with this arm, blocking this one. Did you guys catch that, or do you want me to do that again?
Next question is more general, non-technique related question. For a casual practitioner, been training for a long time, but only two, three times a week. Would you recommend a more conceptual approach to technique learning?
Depends on what level you're at. How long did you say you've been training for?
He's training for a long time, but only 2 or 3 times a week.
For a long time, that's all I did was 2 to 3 times a week. Because working in the military, all I had time for was Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then if we're lucky, sometimes open mat in the weekend. I'd say once you have a good base, then yeah, you can start going towards like conceptual stuff because you already have an idea of the particular movements, and when teachers or coaches explain the moves, you already get it. And until you have a decent these fundamentals, just continue to drill the way your coach is showing you movement. Even as a higher level person, repeated movement doesn't hurt. Conceptual. I know like there's a couple people out there that are, like Kit Dale, he talks about conceptual
No
concepts and no drilling.
I do it, I would say, behind every move you do, every technique you do, there has to be a concept behind it, in my opinion. So you have to chain techniques, isolate techniques together that it makes sense in some kind of strategy, and this has to stand behind or bite on the concept. This is definitely the thing I do. When I teach, I do the whole classes, the whole matrix Jitsu. It's based on concepts, and the techniques are only the results of the concepts. And you have to understand this. The main thing to make mistake is to run the technique there, and you can't connect them. the one technique there, it's getting even stronger if you can connect it with the other one. So if both are connected, both techniques getting stronger. This is a super important thematic because I met a lot of people from some other schools, whatever. Well, then they have techniques there. They know all the techniques, but don't know the connection. And so, and you see it in the roles. There is no concept behind. I think definitely you should always think about and find your game plan on the fundament of concepts. That's my opinion.
I have a question here from Christian again. What are your preferred grips to control movement once you pass the guard to hinder your opponent's regard? What up, Roy? So once I pass the guard, depending on how I pass the guard is also what's gonna matter here. But like, let's say,
Against each other?
let's say that, I pass the guard, like, old school, boom. Once I'm here, what I do to stop him from regarding is I rarely use, like straight up side control, right, where I'm here. I don't get it. I like this side control, but I feel like this is probably one of the easier ones to regard. So I like to either control the hips here, so this like reverse kiss behind me, and I'll watch the legs here. And using my hips, I'll go into his armpit here and control high with my weight and watch his legs here. And this usually sets me up easily for mount because I'm facing his legs. I can easily snap this here and get this here. Because once I'm here and I have my heel in this, and if he tries to pull it back, he's just gonna pull me right into mount. Or I'll look for this here where, I'm in a good scarf control with a wide base. And this, my weight distributed high on him again, makes it hard for him to get his legs back in between us. So I'll use normal side control sometimes, but I prefer like a case of katame or reverse here. And usually when I pass, I'm already controlling the legs. When I pass, I'm already here, watching the legs anyways. Move my hips back. I can control this, so I'm definitely not going to regard if I'm watching it.
Very similar to what I do. Because it's the same idea behind. Instead of being the whole time in a straight side control like this, I prefer definitely often to be more in some kind of, it's very similar to you. So, but I'm blocking here, and especially blocking the hip on button both. Here can grip the fabric, but if I can get a grip under like this, it's perfect for me. And I make myself really heavy, and I'm looking always because I'm so far away now from his hips, so I have a lot of time to react on his hip movement. Maybe he mostly, if he tries to get the knees between me and him, I have to use my foot here and my head and my shoulder always to stay in a super good control here. So maybe instead of being straight up, I like to be here and controlling the hip.
Definitely.
And under the armpit, I like to be there.
North-south is
And always, if this hand is like this is always the invitation for love soft jokes. If this happens, if he puts the arm like this, it's always for me the moment where I go for love soft. And then some other stuff in there. But same thing, you try to be far away from the hip, so don't let him regard
That's like a
that
big
easy.
problem. I see people transitioning, trying to go from one side to the other side. Don't go towards the legs. If you're gonna move to the other side, go around the head. Go north-south, and then to the other side. Don't even give them the opportunity to get the legs in between you and them.
Wait, what up, Ant?
So, what is that advertising? You have to start the chat again. So,
I don't know how long Facebook Live works for, but
perfect, I see everything again. So, next question from here. Axel Kuhne. I feel I don't have the time to learn all the details that you are usually taught.
You don't feel like you have the time to learn all. No, that's why jiu-jitsu takes so long to get a black belt, because there are so many techniques, and that's why drilling is important. Because to be honest, like a lot of the details, sometimes I forget them too, but because I've done them so much, it's automatic.
I make some experience, especially if I don't do technique maybe for a few years. I'm getting a super beginner again sometimes in this technique. I'm very detailed only in my A game. Not only, but definitely more deep into, I'm definitely more deep into the stuff I'm using all day. So my advice is find your game plan and then concentrate exactly. If you don't have the time to play all the stuff around. For example, with me, I can only train maybe 6 times a week and only once a day. So what I do, for me, to get deep enough that I'm happy with it. In details of the no-gi stuff, I have to skip some details with the gi. So, sorry man.
And vice versa. And vice versa.
So I'm oriented and simply and still there in the no-gi game, whatever, or in your game. Have your game plan, and then get deep in the details of each technique you're using every day. This makes much more sense than to train a technique you're never using in rolling. Maybe you know super much of it, but you're never under position to use it. So always stay in your game plan and fixing problems around your game plan. Get more detail, get more sharp in your main techniques and your main submissions in your game plans. Stuff. That's my advice to make the training more successful in a shorter period of time. So, next question. Careful. You can always do wait.
Nope, no new questions.
Okay, maybe.
Oh, what about that judo one that we forgot?
Let's do two. That's very. So.
Let's
Do first this one. I lose a lot of cross-colored jokes from mount because of the hip bump. Any way to prevent the bump from the beginning?
Oh, you showed it with the feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Show once again.
A lot of times when I have mount and I'm going for this choke too, I'll just go more this way. Yes. Okay. A lot of times what I do with my feet is this way. So you can see my feet. Okay. I'm here. I go for the cross cross. And again, I like to rock into the choke. So when I'm here and I rock into it, my feet will actually kind of pray here. I don't do this too much, the grapevine. I just concentrate on like having my feet pray here. And then most of my weight is on him here. So he feels the pressure of my hips coming forward. I roll forward into the choke here. And then if he hip bumps, he goes here, come back, goes to the other side, and then choke and come right back.
Yeah, it's very simple. That's good. Great base.
And then my head's posting on the other side. See for heel hook escape from 50-50 or honey hole. Some of the guys here in Turkey did a lot of legs at their last gym. Well, this is gi, so there's no heel hooks in gi.
I'm
But,
very happy for this
but if
question.
you have a heel hook question, we have a specialist here who loves heel hooks. So sure.
So the heel hook escape.
Yeah.
It's always the same.
He said from 50-50.
Doesn't matter. Honey hole 50-50.
I don't even know these. What's the hell's a honey hole?
So maybe if you're on 50-50, oh no, 50-50. Well, let's do it. Let's do the. If I get a heel hook, doesn't matter. If now it hits the legs on the outside, so 50-50, and he gets a heel hook, depending on his skill level, it's going to be super dangerous for me or not. So what I mainly try is to turn my heel inwards. And I'm starting with it in the beginning, before he has my heel. So what I do ballerina foot. So if you see, I'm putting my foot to the outside and I push it like this. So from here, once again, I'm staying there. In, because we have a no-gi. Very rare that I have a lapel here to leave grip to pull the heel hook away. So if maybe he gets the heel hook, I still have to test his grip.
Sorry.
Now he has to have, he has to know what he's doing. If it's a weak grip, I get out. If not, then I can maybe turn him. As soon as I have this, I'm going to reach for the arm and crossing my feet. And now I can start to attack my own heel hooks again. So personally in the 50-50, we play more very often this battle. But I have to to save my legs here, especially in the heel hook game. I'm not a big fan of.
Look, we're answering no gi questions in the gi.
Yeah, it's very hard.
And that's one of my guys. Not like
So Always try to hide your feet first and then go for counter attacks or for escaping the position. But maybe I go here for counter attacks a lot. I go to always try, if it happens here, so I already cleared it, he got a heel hook, maybe I get in an early stage, I could escape easily. So I like to get under with my foot here, crossing the feet again, keeping always pay attention that this knee is above. I should never let him to go to 80-20, this is getting more dangerous because this is what I want. So as soon as this happens here, I'm going my knee to the inside here, letting my feet cross. Now go for some attacks there, or whatever, pull it over to an outside ashigarami there. Some nice options from here. Or if you manage to get the 80-20.
See what you did, you got him started on the heel hooks.
If you get the 80-20 there, for sure you can go for outside sankaku or whatever. If you want, you simply pull it away and get up. But mainly, I'm going for counter attacks. That's my advice. If you know about 50-50. Same thing here in honey hole or 411 or inside sankaku or cross ashigarami, whatever you want to call it. This is one. So, you know me. I don't even know what you want. So,
Here?
exactly. Same thing here. I do the same thing. I cannot let him get the easy grip on my heel. Now I'm in big trouble because if he knows the grips, it's hard to slip out now. So I have to do it very in the early stage. I have to free this leg always, pushing on the knee here, turn it to the inside, and get my knee free. Always try to push my belly back and get my knee free. This is super important. Now from there, I'm sliding out and getting a possibly pass or whatever. Sliding always my foot here and then move to the back. Okay. A lot of options from there, but mainly I do again the heel slip. The heel slip, if you don't know what heel slipping is, you're in big trouble on the leg lock game. You should not play leg locks if you don't know what heel slipping is. Only some stuff.
On my leg lock game with these guys.
So, other question. What's a good north-south escape? Do you have a good north-south escape?
I got a funny one,
Oh yeah, show the funny one.
and I don't know if it's legal IBJJF. I haven't competed in IBJJF since purple belt, but I'll do this in just like open mats and sparring and stuff. It's pretty funny. So there's got no south in this, especially with gi. If they're high up like this. Oh, is your butt there?
I need that.
It needs to be a tight belt. So I'll find one loop in the belt. And get here. And what I'll do is I'm gonna try to first lower my body. So if I can, lower first. Okay, that's gonna make this reach easier. Here, and I'll get here. One leg in. And from here, I'm going to rock back and forth. And then up on the back.
Okay, if you get this and rolling with me, I would cry.
But it's similar to the other one too, where I just backwards roll.
Yeah.
It's hard to backwards roll with this head here low, so I have to move myself first low as possible. With this grips here where he's double underarm, it's almost impossible. That's why I like to do that funny one here. If I can get at least one arm, then yeah, I can get low enough to control and get here. And I actually came up with the, let's say if I get this, I actually came up with this Americana that I like to do here also. So I'm gonna roll with my belly coming out towards this underhook kick. Let's scoop this way, scoop this way. I like to roll with my belly in here. Again, I like to use my belly a lot. Okay, so when I go in here, and if I can get low enough, keep control of this arm here, roll here, and get out. I'll use this your bad shoulder. No, what is this? I'll keep this bent here. Yeah, and then kind of get that shoulder lock there. Same thing I like to do. I made a video a while back from the back when I did that same shoulder lock, but I also found I could do it from this escape also. A simple
north-south escape, is important to keep your elbows in. So if you're like this, arms are out, this is already difficult. I want at least here, elbows in, okay? If possible, in escaping north-south. Because all I need is this little bit of space. So I need to create this little bit of space here. On this side, put a leg inside here. And I can use this now to start creating space to get out. Get my guard back. So, again, always elbows in if possible. And it's just a matter of inches. Get this off of me, move so I can get a leg inside and control here or here. And I'll use this lever now to move myself around. That's how I like to escape north-south legally.
Very similar to what I do, especially. Same with here. It's always, if he's on top of me, but I push more the hip. So I keep my elbows, my arms, mostly very, very tight on his hip here, like with fist or some belt grip, and I try to push him away. If I can't, I'm swinging my legs around, not each side, like this, pushing, and I'm moving until I get the point and get my hooks in like
And
this.
this is where that shoulder lock, you can do that shoulder lock with
The bad shoulder?
No, you're good. But this is where I do the shoulder lock. Do that.
Yeah, maybe if you do shoulder here, it's definitely a good option there because I already have a good position, mainly. But I love to back mount, put myself into and take it back. Take it from here again. But swinging around, pushing myself, get my knees again to my chest. This is mainly what we do.
Yeah, that's
Same idea. But the funny one, I have to watch the video later. So, what else, Chris? Other questions?
Yo, what up, Con?
Next questions.
Yeah, question?
F1?
We'll see if he types one up.
I have on the 7 judo joke groups. Juchi, Hadaka. Translation for it.
Oh.
I think he asked for some translation of it. I'm a judo yellow belt,
I'm like a green belt. The reason why I'm not a brown belt.
but I was
is
8 years old, so
I,
I'm out of this vocabulary.
unfortunately, for like the American Judo Association, in order to move up in belt, you have to remember the names of the judo belt, and that's where I can show you all of them. Like, yeah, that one with the ankle and the angle, but I don't remember.
Oh, Ezekiel joke. Zoda Jimmy. Zoda. Never heard it before, sorry. I'm not familiar with Japanese vocabulary.
I get stuck in armbar position, just different attacks from there. If they're crossing the arms. Well, René has actually pretty good armbar way to break the grip. If you want to show.
Yeah, for sure.
This works.
Always.
Gi, no gi, and yeah.
Very confident with this. So, you break the arm. Yeah, that's a good one.
This one's a good one.
This is a good one. So,
Is it better this way or?
I have to check it.
Are we too close again?
Maybe.
Keep getting too close to the camera.
So, once again. So, oh, nobody will see this.
Here?
I think I can show it. No, we have to turn it over. This is good. Maybe like this. Okay. Good. So first thing in the armbar. Super depending on his grip. Mainly, most people will do figure 4. And this is the hard one to break. It's like, this is the typical thing. He may be hiding one hand under the arm here, or has another top. If it's under the arm and under the leg, it's still more uncomfortable for me because he's closer to the escape. So what I do, I'm getting very deep with my hand here. So mainly, when I start the armbar, I try to get first one grip through this one, and as soon as I can, I try to control one leg. Simply because if I don't have this, he can run out, he can get on top with the knees, and this is all stuff I have to avoid. And with controlling the legs, he cannot do all the stuff, and I buy some time. And the other thing I get are lever point. So what I do, very get a deep grip here first, falling to this side, and going up to the hip here.
So leaning a little bit more sideways and lifting up his head a little bit with this move. Getting close to him, but hold him whole time super tight. This hand is super deep, and if he's figure 4 now, simply think what I do, I'm pushing down with my right leg and going bumping up with my hip. Like this. Simply do. And it breaks always. He cannot hold this. I'm working here with this hip push here and this kick down. There's a very strong muscle of my body which are working against his grip, so he cannot hold this for long. The record is 20 seconds. One of my strongest guys made it 20 seconds. Mateus, remember? Yeah. He made it 20 seconds. This was great. Nobody else could hold it longer. So, once again, super tight here. Falling to the left side there. And now simply moving up the hip and pushing down with the right leg to break the grip. Now he has the one chance he has to make this grip. So this grip is so much more, I have so much more options now to attacking the arm with this grip. I can, for example, going over with the other leg here to break it, or I can go through for triangles.
Yes.
Or, simply what I love to do too, I'm going up, changing the leg, the arms, pulling the elbows to the outside here, get in the collar. Nice arm there. A lot of ways, but the first grip, and this is maybe the position where you're stuck in it, is the figure 4 grip. So you have to go for the legs and using your top leg to press his head down, use your hip to get up, to break this one. This strong grip that he has to do the next grip, and then you have other much more options to break this one.
One that I like to do in those switch to the arm bar. Yeah, we're switching roles here. Especially if they have here and they cross their arm. Let's go this way. Turn. Got this here, right? I have this. I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this leg here. I'm gonna go over here and release this and go for a bicep slicer here. And like, yeah, I'll get here and I'll get deep. I'll cross this and then I'll squeeze, get to the bicep slicer. Okay. Another one I like to do is if I can sneak this one inside and I'll try to pry it open here. But if they're, have a Superman, grip and they're just so strong, I'll kind of fake like I'm losing it. Oh no, so then they start coming up and when they come up right into me. That's one I also like to do. Another one I do here, and if I'm failing, this way now. Here, I'll switch grips here so I have my outside post, right? If I can't get it, I'll face out, I'll turn my shin down, come here, and get this goal out of here. So, from here, again, I'll base this, come up to mount and cook this here, and lean forward and pull the head up. And then if he starts bucking again, then I can usually, or if I'm here and they start pushing on me, so boom, I can go right back, going attacking the arm bar again. So that's another one I like to do
So you
for
see,
arm bar.
as soon as you break this grip, you have 1 million options, definitely. But this is one people have very often trouble with, but the solution is very easy.
What are your game plans for rolling with taller, bigger people? Takedowns versus guard, pull, counter. Well, you know how I feel about pulling guard. I don't really like to pull guard. And taller, unfortunately for me, everywhere I go, I'm usually one of the taller people. But when I do play against taller people, if they get the takedown or somehow end up on bottom, my goal is to try to get under them. Because when I get under them, like X guard or deep half, I feel like I could disrupt their balance easier than trying to just fend them off with my legs at a distance. I have long legs myself, but if let's say my boy Jason in Korea, he's like 6'5", 6'6". Like I don't want him pressure passing me like from a distance and using his weight. So I'll try my best to get under him and disrupt his balance with like an X guard or a deep half.
Oh, Fiese Tietze. Which one defending behind the neck? Please get more concrete. I can't remember on which technique you are focusing. Here, so I don't understand the question that well because I can't remember in which relation you're asking. So
I got another one here.
another one.
Yeah.
I have another one too. You have to guillotine.
in German. I have to explain the Kete in German. And we have the takedowns.
Take it. Okay. So, well, I just got follow up on the bicep flex. He wants the bicep flex from a different angle. I like to do bicep flex also from lasso. Actually, it's probably one of the easier ones.
Pay attention to bicep slicer. One of my students broke his arm bicep slicer, also unrolling. Two of my guys, one other broke the other guy's arm with bicep slicer. It was sounding like a piece of wood.
Tap
Two
fast,
pieces.
tap often.
Not good. Tap early. Don't wait until the pain is
You're
getting.
not getting paid for
And now he has a metal stick here from there to there, and that's for life in there. So pay attention to bicep
Let me get a
slicer.
stand. Let me do lasso. So there's me stand. Right. So as soon as I get here,
Yeah, this is super short. I don't know. Maybe I got fat or something, but it's super short. Illegal language in JFK.
yeah. So I'm here, right? And what I'll do is I'll take this and I'll let them like think that they can pass this, or I'll let them control this leg and start moving towards this side. Once they get here, I simply, dig the shin in. I'll go here, and then I'll finish it here. And I'll extend my leg and pull. So a simple bicep flexor, lasso. So again, here, I get this. I'll let them think that they can pass it. When they pass, reaching under the arm here, and Gable gripping behind his shoulder, pulling in, and squeezing, extending.
It's tricky one.
Yeah. So,
Takedowns. Let's do the takedown one. If you want a takedown question from the beginning, we didn't do, so we have to do it now before we forget it. So, show your favorite judo throw.
My favorite one easily is the Osotogari, right? So I'm here and I got this. Oh, let's go this way against my shoulder because you need a lot of like torque. So simply come here and I step and I'm leaning forward. I'm punching this arm and pulling this arm. So I'm turning his body like this, right? Here and then I get bang. The big problem with people doing Osotogari is they'll reach for it from here to here, and then they'll try to start moving here and getting for it. I don't like to do that. I like to already come in and punch and already off balance and getting this angle out this way, boom. Okay, because the reversal to a sotogari, so if he tried to do a sotogari to me, yeah, that one there. The reversal to a sotogari is a sotogari. Right, so it's the same thing. It's just whoever dominates this position first. So if I feel, especially if they reach for it, if I notice them doing this here and going for it, so as soon as I see him reach that leg there, boom, I'm gonna go ahead and get start leaning forward and boom. So he went for Sotogari and I just, Sotogari, that's like one of the only judo throws I remember besides like Sumo Gaechi and the other one. But yeah, don't reach for here and then try to find it. Because as soon as I see that leg come up and you're going for it, I'm going to go for it also.
And pay a lot of attention on if some guys doing this way. If I see that the back is collapsing, the backside here, then it's a moment to run into him, get the better posture and throw him first.
One of the things that takedowns I used to like to do is just basic single leg, but at the tournaments in Japan when I first started, I used to see all the Japanese guys, they warm up, doing this. I was like, what are they doing? And I didn't know any judo, and I would see them doing that, and I was like, oh, they're judo guys. And then at the beginning of the tournament, they go like this, right? Because they don't want the flow thing. So what I would do is, at the beginning, everybody's watching this because we're American and we're different, so I start warming up like them too. So doing this number, and then when the tournament started, and he would come at me like like a judo guy, like standing really tall. Boom! Go right for the single leg. But yeah, my single leg is very simple. I don't really go like a wrestling. I don't come down and drive. I'm old now. My knees aren't good. So all I do is really, I can give me the other leg. So I guess it doesn't really matter which leg it is, because if he gives me this leg here, I'm just going to simply move until I get that step, right? But if you get the other leg,
all I do is I step in, change levels, and push to get that. I don't necessarily penetration. I just step in, change levels, and once I have this and this, I just make the leg lighter by pushing with my head to get the single leg. And from there, you guys already know all the different options you guys have.
Super down, favorite. My favorite still is the collar drag. Simply one reason. As you remember the last session we did, I explained the arm drag. So, and especially with the arm drag, you know what I'm doing. I'm in here, hanging into him here, stepping to the outside, blocking this foot here, and sitting down.
But no, I can. It's better.
Okay, yeah, it's better thing. So I move you up like this, and then maybe he cannot touch because of the arm, so this is luxury if he falls like this. But mainly, I put my weight down, hanging on him, and pull him with me. But he's first on the ground while I'm still sitting, and we can follow up much faster. So I will win this race. But because we have the gi, that's a good thing on the gi now. I don't have to pull the arm. I don't have to fight for this gap to get the drag because I have already the collar. So what I do here is the same thing. I'm stepping here to the outside, one step, and coming there. Always is this. You see this? What I'm doing? Yes. Always doing this one. And I try to going away from him, but throw him in the space where I'm standing there. So here, so it's always this kind of aspect what I'm doing here. So from out this way, here, and then I'm not falling on my back. This is what mistake I see the whole time. People are falling on the back, and then we are each both same speed. So nobody will win this race, maybe. Or he will win the worst case. What I do, falling here, pulling down, and I'm sitting in the ass stretch. Falling up, coming on top, coming to back, whatever. But this is my main thing to get. Working for the cross collar grip, and then collar legs like that. You're getting fat too, man.
This belt used to be long.
So what's the time saying? Time is saying 5 minutes left.
Sumigaeshi.
Yeah, for sure we do some Sumigaeshis.
The Sumigaeshi.
But not today. Time is running, so let's see what we have. Other questions now? Okay. Guillotine. Guillotine in German. I will do it next time. Definitely guillotine. I will take maybe longer than 5 minutes to make it in detail.
Different detail about my guillotine also.
Yeah, especially you have a special one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can show you a special one. I remember this. And I will show my one definitely in the next Nogi session. I will remind it and do some guillotine stuff next time. But you give us one specialty. I remember.
This is gi and no gi. What's the best angle for?
Because you're next time not here, so you have to show it now.
Here, right? And normally I'd fall on this side. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see this. So this hand here, right, that I have. Some people will take this and they'll pull up to get the guillotine. What I'll do is I'll take my hand and I'll cup it like a hook, like this. And then this hand, I'm gonna turn this way, so I'll connect it here and I'll push up because I feel that I can get under this here and this I can continually push as high as I want versus here I can only pull so far. So when I sink this guillotine in here under the neck, I'll turn my hand, make this hook, I'll get palm in, and I'll lean to that side, so I'm normally already on that side, and I'll hook and push up. And that really sinks the guillotine. So I'm in, when I first get in here, and I turn my hand here and create this hook. I'll get in, palm, and I'll push up.
This is definitely super special. Never saw somebody doing this before, but it's great. It's tough.
The Darshman Toriano.
We have 3 minutes left. Let's check the last question maybe from here.
Go over here on this side.
Okay. So maybe we should finish the question from Fisa Tietze, the Ezekiel. He asked once before. How can someone defend?
Oh, defend these ego? You guys are asking me to give you all my secrets on how to get out of my chokes.
but how can someone defend when the arm is behind the neck? So, the Ezekiel, how to defend the Ezekiel?
The arm is behind the neck. Oof. So from the back.
So Ezekiel is, I think it's definitely one thing you should defend early.
Yeah, it's one of those ones that.
As soon as
the
I
best
feel his
defense
hand
is-
on my Adam's apple, I'm not defending anymore. I will tap. Definitely.
It's the best way to get out of it. I can tell you Ezekiel from the mount, but from the backside, he means like. Let's see if we can answer this. So an Ezekiel from here to where. Yeah, that sucks. Because the pressure is here now, right? And this wrist is coming there. So even if I do manage to get this here, it's still there. No matter which way I turn it, it's still there. So at this point, if I get, this is a wind choke, okay? If I turn this way, this is the way I like to do the Ezekiel choke, where one is the card eye, the other is the other card eye. So I guess my go-to would be going towards the most open space, which would be this side. So I would still pull here, but I would also try to fall here. So now, so go ahead and keep that if you can. So even if he has this here, now he's choking the back of my neck. So, so I'm kind of safe here. So at least I've managed to escape the choke, but I'm still in a horrible position. But from here, at least I can now start working, and he's gonna have to transition. So do you want to turn?
It's already uncomfortable for my finger now because you turn this angle. You are directly on the weak part of my grip here,
Yeah.
and can break it maybe a few finger body.
So one more time, just so in case you guys to escape Ezekiel from the back. So if he has this here. Okay, this is already on the windpipe here. I don't have corona, that's just the choke. Okay. If I turn this way, that triangle I showed you earlier is choking my carotid artery here. Yeah, it's no good. So this has some space in here to spare. So I'm gonna grab this, I'm gonna try to fall and turn my head this way before my neck is locked in too. Because once your neck is locked in, that's kind of hard to twist this way. But if I can twist this way, I can breathe, because now he's choking the back of my neck here.
I can stroke now. Not that bad.
Yeah, you might, if he's strong enough, you could probably get a crank, but it's not really choking too much here, okay? Now I can start, and he's gonna have to get it. Again, it's a couple for his hand. Yeah. So I hope that answers your question.
But on mount it's not that easy. Definitely not. On mount it's not that easy. So don't let him get deep Ezekiel jokes. It's a good thing if Ezekiel is deep into, hard to escape.
From the mount,
Very hard.
from the mount,
But we are on time. We have to finish.
oh, you gotta finish there? Yes. Okay, I think we're,
From mount. The question is Ezekiel from mount.
okay, I can show that one.
Let's finish with this. So only 1 minute left.
So from here, it's uncomfortable at first. Tight. Let's go this way. And can you go with the other arm for me so I can use my good arm? Okay. So this is, it's gonna be uncomfortable at first. All right, so you got this choke here. Again, already this is the side here that has some space, so I kind of turn my head here. And this side here, I'm gonna try to push this elbow up as much as I can. Okay, to try to get that there. And that's usually how I can start the relief from Ezekiel choke. If I can get under this and push here. And if my other shoulder was good, okay, so now I guess we could try to go the other way. Go this way. So again, I try to turn my head towards this open side, and then imagine this shoulder is still good. I push here, and if I can manage to grab that, I would grab it. But I want to get this up, and then that's usually starting to relieve the choke. And if I could reach the elbow, I would start pulling it, maneuvering it out that way.
The truth is, as soon as I managed, like you showed before,
Yeah,
to slide in like this,
Yeah, you're
now it's pretty done. Maybe you can do it. This escape is maybe possible, and maybe you have some chance when I'm already still here. But as soon as I'm sliding in deep like this, it's so hard. So it's like a locked rear naked choke. Locked Ezekiel is like a fully locked rear naked choke. Very similar. Don't get into it. Defend it early. I try mainly before, if I know somebody is doing this, I try to definitely avoid that this hand is getting deep into it. It's the reason I have to avoid that he's doing it. So don't let this hand in. Work with him. He might with this hand, whatever, against it, that this is not getting deep into. It's a good one. Thanks to come. Good.
So time is over now, guys. Say goodbye. So first thing,
I'll make sure I post a video for you, Christian, on that bar stroke for you.
so the guillotine is one thing I will do definitely next time. I have it on my list. Hope we could answer all other questions.
Dann machen wir nochmal.
So, okay guys, thanks Kuya for being here again.
Thanks for having me.
Hope to see you soon again on the mat. If this shit is over and your arm is better. But how long will it heal? You still have to rest for...
It's supposed to be, I guess, like 6 months. I'm trying to physical therapy the crap out of it.
So Corona is good for you. Everybody has to rest, not only you.
No, I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy. I'm going to choke somebody.
I know what you mean. Everybody actually who's watching us know how you feel. How I feel. So we all try, we all want to be back on the mat. You're both at home. So guys, thanks for watching us.
I appreciate it.
I think next time we'll do Sunday. I will do a leg lock special maybe, if you think about it. Or at least next week. Keep on the channel.
And maybe some of the guys over at Ramstein will want to do something like this. This is pretty cool and innovative. These guys are on it.
We try to make our best to keep you a little bit in training in these hard times. So see you guys. Thanks for watching us. Subscribe to our channel. Don't forget it. And see you next time. Bye guys.
Stay safe.
Ich weiß gar nicht, wie ich das aufmache. Wie mache ich denn das aus? Abbrechen.